Bienvenidos a mi show.
Let me accept this here.
Oh yeah, you have to accept that we are recording.
Yeah.
So, my usual question is, what made you decide, introduce yourself and what made you decide to pick this recipe to share with us? And
Okay.
I was going to try to do this all in Spanish, but I'm a little nervous right now.
No problem.
¿Por qué tú eres en Colombia? ¿Qué parte? What part of Colombia?
Okay, I actually live near Bogota, near the capital. But right now I am in another town, in another department, well, even that is called Paipa. That is about 2.5 hours from my home. I'm in my
When I went to Bogota,
like, country house.
I couldn't breathe the whole time I was there. It was so high.
Yes, we live like 2,700 meters above the sea level.
Yeah, so I think that what makes everybody who lives there special. When they come to regular level, they're used to surviving on small oxygen, so they are now so much faster at everything.
Yes.
Because when I see people from Colombia dance cumbia, I'm like, how are they doing that? Well, they're used to living on less oxygen. So.
Yes.
So, back to what made you decide to share this recipe?
Okay, so when you invited me to do this, you said that it had to be like a simple dish, not too complicated, but to be something from my culture. And it was hard to decide actually, because we have so many dishes, like even every part of the country has its own dish. But this is one that is like very common to the whole country. And it's kind of simple, so. And we use it like an entry before like a big dish, or we use it to share when we have a visit at home. So that's why I decided to share this one.
Okay, so you said plantains. When I mentioned to my mother, where we live, plantains is a green plant that grows in the front yard. It's just a little plant we consider it a weed. But in Spanish, it's plátano, right? So can you tell me a little bit about the different types of bananas?
Sure. Okay, we have 3 types of bananas. One is considered like a fruit. That is the one that you usually see in the supermarket. That is like this one. This one is kind of ripe, but okay. So these are the bananas for us, and we eat it as a fruit. And we even sometimes make juice combined with other fruits with them. Then we have some tiny little ones that you don't usually see in the markets outside my country, because they are very like easy to spoil. And then we have the plantain.
Oh, like the little red ones? I've had the little red ones when I was traveling, and the flavor, but I've never seen them. Yeah.
No, you haven't seen it because we have tried many times to export them, but the cooling system that is needed to move fruits around spoils them. So yeah, you can only like eat it if you come. They are sweeter.
So you only can eat it fresh.
Very special taste. And then we have the plantain, which is bigger, as you see. And we eat it only like a salty dish, never as a fruit. And they usually are sold here from very green. I don't know which one of you have it like really, really green. And so we have many dishes.
I got two. Well, can't see very well. One is kind of green and one is kind of yellow.
So mine's very green.
Okay, so when Okay.
Is that okay?
So we are gonna see if it's gonna work for smashing. If it's not easy to smash, because sometimes when it's too green, it's not easy to smash it. So you can like cut it in like thinner layers and fry it, and it would work also.
Okay.
So
When it's
I was
too
given
yellow,
all these ones
when it's
like 4
very,
days
very
ago,
yellow,
and I put them in the refrigerator, so they got
okay.
turned too brown. But these
Yes,
are,
yes,
so I will have to ask you separately what I can use for these ones, because these ones are the same, but 1 week old. So
Okay,
And
when they get
sometimes-
very, very brown, we cook them like we smash them and cook them, and sometimes we
we
So
just
I have a
lost her.
question about mine. If these are very green, should I just cook one with you and wait for the other two to ripen up?
The
yeah,
times
okay,
I've made
when they
them,
ripen up, can you hear me?
Go
Okay,
ahead.
you can do two things. When it's a little yellow, like really, really yellow, what we do is we put it 2 minutes in the microwave with the cover, and then we put some cheese on it and put it in the stove. And it's sweet, but with the melty cheese, it's really delicious. Or
so you
can,
put it
like,
with the skin in the microwave, and then you take the skin off and you put it in the oven with cheese on it.
yeah, exactly. And we also put something
Okay.
called bocadillo, which is a guava dessert, like in between and the cheese, and we prepare it like that when it's yellow. Or you can cut little pieces and put it in a fry pan with very, very little oil and smash it a little and just cook it some and serve it. And then we
Yeah,
have
I've seen it where you cook it
like
and then mash it and then cook it again. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I have
but
the
what
other
we
question.
do
Hers
today-
is green. Mine is very brown. What do you do with the very brown ones?
Like that, like smash it, like take the skin off and put it in a fry pan and like smash it up
Okay.
a little, and it's delicious.
Oh, I don't want to waste that, so I'll make banana pancakes.
Oh, that's also
But you
a good.
said, but you
Yes,
said you, even when it's very brown, you still will eat it salty, not sweet.
yeah, we
true or
put a
no?
little salt on it when we smash it, like kind of sweet and salty. Yeah.
Okay.
So for this
Now-
dish, real quickly, what is the ideal ripeness? Yellow, green, or
Like
okay?
when
So
it's
that's
starting to become yellow, but it's still green.
okay.
That's like the perfect spot.
So mine are still a
so-
little unripe.
Yeah.
Because you
But
want it
as
to
I said,
just start to be soft,
can-
right?
For yours, Lulu, we are gonna cut it like thinner and
Yeah.
fry them, kind of to make like plantain chips that will go with the dip.
Oh,
Okay.
That's gonna be the little difference with yours.
Okay.
Okay, so
And what
let's
I
start.
could do is I will just hang on to some of these and
Yes,
do it another day when they're riper.
it'll probably be ripe tomorrow, so fast.
in
Really?
about 2 days, they're gonna be perfect. Yes, but no, don't put it in the fridge. Because it will become black like.
Yeah, but
like
I
this.
notice with bananas and probably with plantains, it's okay if the outside gets black because when you put them in the fridge, it stops the ripening. So the skin looks bad, but still the inside is perfect. Has been my experience with
Yes,
bananas.
but ripe so fast. But yeah, they will still be good. Okay, so
So the
let's
one
start.
trick I need to learn how is how to take the skin off. When the
Yes,
plantain
okay.
is different than a banana, it sticks.
Exactly, because it's thicker. Okay, So let's start. The first thing we do is we cut both edges. We take them off. And then you will take one of the sides that the banana naturally has. And what we do is we cut like a line all the way.
Okay.
Hey, Orc,
From
since
eye
I'm
to
on
the
my
other.
phone, can you spotlight her? Because all I see is
She is
what you're
spotlighted.
doing. Okay, so the only person that's on my
Yep.
screen is you. So,
It should be whoever's talking, but
yeah.
yep,
Okay.
I have both of us spotlighted. Well, I don't.
Mhm.
I just lost her. Lost the connection for a second. You're back.
Okay, so I made a cut all the way through.
There's just a
And
cut
it
like
is
that. Yeah, and
so
look at that. It comes apart really easy.
but it comes out very easily. If it doesn't, you can take a spoon, hopefully a wooden one. If you don't have, you can use a normal one, but this will make it a little round. And just like take off the, you know. But if it comes
Okay,
out
this one.
alone, then you're
Let's see.
with the right, very green ones, it's gonna be a little harder to take the skin off. So you can like help yourself with the spoon to move it up.
There we go. That was actually really easy. I've tried to do it before and it was such, I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
All right. Should I start heating the oil now? Because I always take forever to heat the oil. Okay. You're muted. I don't know what happened, but it got muted. Natalia, you are muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry. Okay,
we
so this is
lost the connection one time, and when it loses, yeah, so.
yeah, sorry. Okay, so Lulu, you're gonna cut little tiny pieces, like not too thick. The rest of us, we are going to cut it like about this big. It's like about
Okay.
1 or 2 fingers. And you
And
can
she
leave
is
them
going to
inside.
cut that maybe into 3 pieces or 2, like. So.
So I'm gonna cut several. Doesn't have to be exactly like me.
Okay. And Lulu,
Okay.
you're gonna make it into like chips, yeah?
So
Yes,
I'm
we're gonna
gonna,
make it
mine's
like.
gonna get, so, like hot, like
Okay,
that
now I'm gonna
big? Or
move
is that
into the stove.
that big? Or is
Now
that
I've seen it
Yeah,
before
or
when it was
maybe
very green.
thinner, or
thicker?
maybe thinner. We leave some of those like that, and we're gonna try if they smash. If not, yeah, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna move over to the stove. I just.
How deep will the oil be? Do we need a lot of oil or just a little bit?
For this one, we need kind of to cover half of it.
So probably I'll get this pan because it's better for deep frying.
I don't like to use too much oil, so I try to just. kind of put enough to cover it.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant cover the plantains, but just cover the bottom of the pan.
Like
Then I could use this
about,
pan.
because what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook it, but not completely, just a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna let the oil heat a little.
And I'm gonna use this bigger pan.
So I made mine about, just like you said, chips size thin.
Perfect. Okay.
And then
Just
should I do a couple like
all
you're
of them?
doing them?
Yes, just to see if it works.
Okay, so I will make them about an inch,
Yes.
the bigger
Now,
ones.
Lulu, I've seen ones that were completely green. What you do is you fry this, you take it out, you smash it, and then you fry it again.
Exactly.
I've seen that.
Okay, so
When it's very green, yeah.
my oil is ready, so I'm going to put them in.
Oops.
And as you see, we use like the lid to put them back in.
So how hot are you heating this?
Actually, I don't have a lot of oil. As you see, I just cover part of it.
And what temperature do we have it on?
I have a medium temperature,
Okay.
but I will allow the oil to be very hot before putting it.
Okay, I've got to heat my skillet. So I have some thicker and some thinner.
Perfect. We're gonna just make a experiment with yours.
Okay.
Okay. So
The
I'm
only
going to
hard
start
part is
putting
the very
down.
green ones is getting the skin off.
Yeah, mine came off pretty good. I guess mine aren't. They're just starting to turn, I think.
Yeah, perfect. The skin came off easy.
Yeah.
So probably you have yours like on the perfect spot.
Okay. And so the skinnier ones will just be chips
Yes. Exactly.
and they obviously don't get smashed.
Exactly.
Okay. I can do this.
Okay.
You
So
sound
we
nervous.
let them
You're like,
cook
I
a
can do
little.
this. Psych myself up.
I can do this. Hey, yes, last week I cooked the whole fish, so we're doing good.
That's true. You cooked the whole fish last week.
And I trimmed the gills off. All right.
All right. I think I made the mistake of putting it in when it wasn't warm enough again.
So
Gotta
just
make
move
sure
them
the oil is
around a
really
little.
hot. So, but some of them are sticking. Mm-hmm. All right.
So we want them to start taking a color like a brownish yellow, but not too much. Like not to burn up.
Okay, so what do we call that? Golden brown, or is that too much?
Yes, kind of golden brown. Yeah.
So
Let's see, that one's
my
sticking.
thick ones. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you one that is like about the perfect color. So this one is kind of what we are expecting.
Oh, the whole room is now, it didn't smell like bananas until I started cooking. Now it's starting to smell like bananas.
Yeah,
But
okay.
this one I didn't cut off enough of the tip, so it doesn't have a
The
flat
ones that
spot
are
on the other
getting
side.
done, like mine, this one, then you want to take them out of the oil. And I put them back into my skin.
Yeah, I'm not cooking the little ones yet. I'm just doing the big ones.
Okay. Then when you cook the little ones, you really want them like brownish, okay?
Okay.
Because we're not gonna smash.
Because the little
I'm
ones, the
cooking
little
one
ones aren't
small
getting
one.
smashed, right?
No.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna throw a couple of
Whoops.
little ones in there.
I made one too golden brown, otherwise known as burnt. All right, they're sticking too much. I'm gonna have to start over on some of these. But they're really sticking, and that's because I didn't wait until the oil was hot enough. My usual mistake.
Yeah.
You think by now I would figure this one out, but I'm always too much of a hurry. This one. What do you use to smash them?
Okay, I'm going there. You can use a plate, a normal plate. Usually we have, because this is so common here, we have a very special wooden thing for it, but you can do it with a plate without a problem. So I'm going to show you both plates. Okay, I'm going to take mine cutlery.
All right.
I'm going to
Mine's a mess.
again. Okay, so you can use a normal plate, but the trick is to put some water over to make it a little wet. What we use here is this, we call it pataconera,
Oh,
to smash
Wow.
them. But as I
I've-
said, you can use a normal plate. but
Tortilla
you
press.
I feel like
one side of the
I
plate.
almost bought one of those for making tortillas. Yeah.
Okay. So put some water over the plate before smashing them. So I'm going to put some water on it. Okay, here we go. So you're
Okay.
gonna take your fried plantains and start smashing them. So I'm gonna do it with a plate first, so you can like do the same.
Okay.
So you just put the plate over it and just smash it. So it will become like this. And I just use like this a knife or a fork to take them out. When we do it with our tomato, it works exactly the same. We just smash it.
So where did you put the water? Just on the plate?
So it doesn't stick on the plate. If you do it dry.
You put the
All right.
water
it
on the
will-
bottom of the bowl you're using to smash.
There you go.
It's easier to smash and it will not like stick on the plate. It will be easy to come off.
Ta-da!
Lulu, are yours getting smashed easy?
That one didn't.
I'm
one came
starting to
apart.
smash them now, but I'm having a little congestion in this kitchen.
Yeah, this one came apart. How thick do you want it?
Like this. So it won't come off. I know that, for example, in some probably like Antilles, like Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, they actually, what they do is they don't cut it, but they like shred it into tiny pieces. And they smash
So I
it.
don't know what happened. The first ones I did were okay, but then this last two, they fell apart. And I
So
switched
maybe
them.
you want to wet your plate again. Maybe it's getting sticked on the plate. So put some water on it.
All right.
So once
But
these
I
are
think-
smashed, they go back in the pan.
Okay, so here I have mine.
Ah. This is fun.
Then we fry them again, yeah?
Yes, but then here is where you can like make some little changes. If you want more flavor of it, you can put some garlic, like powdered garlic over it and some salt right now, pepper, or just
Before-
salt a little
So season
before
it a
frying
little
them
bit.
again.
Season them before you fry them.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So I'm going to smash them all first and then season them and then fry them.
Yes. And if you want a really, really strong flavor, you can add some lemon with garlic and salt
Oh,
and submerge them before frying them. That's another way to go.
so when would we do the lemon?
It will make like a nice taste.
But I mean, when do you put the lemon on? Before frying it or after?
Before, if you want like a stronger flavor, then you make some lemon with the garlic and the salt and submerge them before frying them. So here I'm putting some garlic, some powdered garlic.
Yeah. So yours are already smashed now.
Yes, mine are
Okay.
all smashed. I'm going to turn them around to season them on the other side before frying.
All right. What do I want to season?
And when you smash them, how thin are you getting them? Because I have, like, this one's kind of thick and this one's
Yeah,
really thin.
You want to be like the second one you showed me.
This one?
Cook well inside if it's too thick.
I got
So
it.
you want to smash them but not until it breaks apart.
Okay.
I was telling you that some islands like the coast, like Dominican Republic and kind of those countries, they make this, but instead of smashing them down, they put it like in a cup. So they actually make like a dry fried plantain cup, and they put inside shrimps and or smashed meat inside like a little cup. But we do it like this. Okay, so once you have it like that, we want to fry them back. So I'm going to turn my oil again on.
Did you see how every one of hers are exactly the same size? Every one of mine is a different.
Start heating
Yeah.
your
I've
oil.
got from a
or-
little teeny one. So part of it is probably how thick you cut it this way.
Yeah,
You gotta
What did
heat
you
your
say, Fred?
oil or heat your oil.
Oh, I did turn it on this time.
and now you want to have plate or something to put them on. I put some paper towels on to take the excess oil. So I'm waiting
Fine.
until my oil is very again. Connection. Sorry, I lost the connection again. Okay. Okay. So when you put something and it starts like bubbling, your oil is ready. So I'm gonna start putting them in. If you
Okay,
want a
so-
That does
healthier
help
version,
a lot when,
go until this
when the
point
oil
and
is hot. What was that?
if
Alright,
you
so
want a healthier recipe, you can get them into this point, and instead of frying them, you can put them in the air fryer. And so yeah, Lulu, sorry.
I have the fresh lemon. Should I squeeze it over it and then put salt and garlic?
Yep,
Okay.
That sounds good.
that sounds really nice.
And then we have, you also said we were gonna use tomatoes and onions for
Yes,
something.
that's for the salts that we put over it. Yeah. You want them brown and crispy, but not burnt. So probably like this one, you see? That is kind of brownish and gets really crispy.
Well, don't look at mine.
So, okay, I'm starting to take them out into my paper towel.
So you want it to be like crispy on the outside, but still soft on the inside?
Exactly, yes. Some dish that you can find here in some like fast food. They do like a huge patacon. They use the complete plantain. They don't cut it up and smash it completely. So it becomes a huge patacon. And
Oh,
we
so the
put,
size of like a plate?
yes, and they use it as like a plate. And then we put over it some meat, like very tender, and some corn over it with some sauce. And that's like a fast food dish.
All right, I'm gonna start frying mine. So here goes.
Lulu, how well did yours come out in diameter? Mine
Well,
are
see,
all
mine are
different
about
shapes
this.
and
Yeah, mine are too. So let's see, can I do this without burning myself?
don't worry, we'll show it at the end.
Yeah. Well, you want them this color.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
We usually cook it together. So while one person is like looking over the plantains, the other one is making the sauce. But we're gonna make it like step by step.
My oil all disappeared.
Oh, they look nice.
That's probably why she said do it in an air fryer.
Yeah, that's a healthier version.
This guy didn't get smashed enough. These two, these three. Yes, there is a perfect size when you cut them. That
I think it's the diameter, but also how hard you push down. Some of them I pushed down too hard, and then they started falling apart.
yeah, and I think some of them weren't
Mine-
quite cooked enough.
Yeah, that's true. Some
Maybe,
of them
yeah.
were
But
still
if you
green, so
overcook
that
them,
when I
they will
pushed
break
them.
apart too.
What's that?
If you overcook them at the first part, it will
Yeah.
also be harder to smash them.
If they're overcooked.
So
Okay.
my mistake now is I put garlic powder, and the garlic powder is burning.
Maybe you need
Yeah.
some more oil.
Yeah, I sort of need more oil, but I hate to add it now. Think maybe better turn it down.
No, it will, don't have a problem.
Well, they're kind of like air frying now because all the water, all the oil is gone. Yeah, these are going to be weird, these two, these three. I think this one's going to be perfect.
I think it'll taste fine, but it'll just be weird shape. But I am embarrassed to take a picture of that. Look at that.
Let me see.
Can you see?
A little to your left.
All we can see is your arm or.
Oh,
But these are onions that are already out of the fryer. Out of the oil.
all right.
All right.
I have a pile of them.
I think mine are good.
I was very quiet about it, but I already ate one. It was a small one, so it wasn't.
You can eat them without the salts we're gonna put on it, that is called Hogao. But it's nicer with the salts.
All
Also,
right.
you can guacamole over it. If you like avocado. Hold on.
All right, I got my last one.
Great.
But
Okay.
I'll,
So we're
I'll
gonna
definitely
put
have to
over-
practice making them better shaped.
Okay. Maybe you need a bigger plate, so it would like everything one, so they will smash evenly.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, so everyone, so we can make the sauce.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave them like over the paper towel to drain the oil. And I'm gonna start making the sauce. Cielo, ¿me ayudas a revisar esos 300 de salsa? Okay, so for the sauce, we need onion. And I don't know if you can find this type of onion, but if you do, this is the best one to do it.
Is it a leek?
What?
Is it a leek?
This is a green onion. We call it green onion. And this one, we call it like head onion.
So I just have the regular, what we would call scallions.
Okay, if you cannot find this one, it's fine if you do it with this. What
What
I
about
usually
green?
do is I mix both.
Do
I
you
think
use the,
I think the green onions and the scallions are similar.
so
Yeah.
do you use the top and the bottom?
Yes. Oh, well, I usually use all of it. Even part of the green part and the white one.
Okay.
So you want to cut them like really fine. So what I do is I make some like lines. And just cut it like really thin.
When I chop green onions, I like to chop them on the diagonal.
Under what?
Cut them
On an
kind of
angle?
on an angle rather than straight across.
Oh. Okay.
Just my own preference.
Yeah.
Because you're all fancy, Fred.
And are we just putting all this in a bowl?
What?
Are we just putting this all in a bowl?
There you go, Fred. To make you happy, I diagonal cut them.
¿Qué más?
Let's see.
And usually when like the little parts that are not so good of the onion, we use them to cook potatoes, salty potatoes.
I usually save all the bits of onions and make a soup also.
Well, if you're gonna fry the onions, you can save the green parts for garnish.
Exactly, yeah. Also, we use it for rice. We put it in the rice when cooking it. Okay, now I'm going to cut the other type of.
Let's see here. Like we're just mincing everything, yeah? All right.
Onion ready?
Do you make this sauce always fresh, or can you make it
Yes.
like?
No, we usually make it fresh, but you can make it ahead
Okay.
and can it and have it. I don't know how much time it would be. Let me ask my mom that she's like. Mom, si hicieras el hogao, ¿cuánto tiempo podrías tener en la nevera? ¿El hogao? Se puede meter al congelador.
Because I was thinking,
No, pero ¿cuánto tiempo lo puedes tener?
Ah, permanece. Si tiene vinagre, sal y limón, se puede guardar 4 días, 3 días.
Okay, my mom that is more expert than me says that if you put some vinegar over it, you can put it in a glass container and it could be in the fridge for about a week.
For how long?
For about
With
a week,
vinegar? Oh, with vinegar?
but if you seal it, like can it, probably longer. Okay, now I'm going to smash 2 garlic cloves.
only 2?
Well, if you are very fond of garlic, you can put more. The thing is that I
It's
also
just
use
that-
some powder one, so I put some powder too.
It's an ongoing joke on the show that anytime they say to put 2, you put 4.
We like garlic.
Okay, so put more.
So can I put this in a bowl now? This isn't getting cooked or anything, right?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Can I put this in a bowl so I can use my cutting board?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm
That's what
putting
I
it.
did, yeah.
And what else is going in here? Tomatoes?
Sorry,
What else is going in here? Tomatoes?
it's gonna have the onion, the garlic. This is going to go into a pan first. Then we add the tomatoes. So we're gonna cut everything ahead.
Oh, it's gonna get
Are
cooked
you-
in the fry? Okay, I'm confused. Is
You're
it
Yes.
going-
sauteing it? Are you sauteing it? In
Yes,
the pan?
exactly. We're going to saute this. Yes. So I'm
You
gonna
do it in
cut.
the same pan, already have pan with oil in it, right?
You can use that one because it already has a little seasoning from the
Yeah, don't
Plantains?
waste the garlic. Or in my case, garlic powder, yeah.
I usually
And
use
now
the
we're
other one for the sauce.
cutting up the tomatoes also.
So I'm putting the tomatoes like about this big.
Yeah, the tomatoes will make liquid for the sauce.
Exactly. That's why we want to add them later, after the onion is cooked. If they are
So then it helps if you have
Right.
old tomatoes
Better.
then, huh? With rice?
if the tomatoes are like very red, it's
Right.
better. They're already
More
red
water,
and
yeah.
soft, not yeah.
All right. I'm getting hungry.
I'm getting hungry. The smell.
All right.
We use a lot this sauce in many dishes.
Now, when you said you could save it, you were talking about saving the onions, not the sauce, right?
No, the whole sauce with you can
Oh, okay.
add little vinegar and lemon. I'm gonna do it later. And
And
you can put
how-
it in the fridge. You use it over meat or over some potatoes. We make some peeled potatoes and put it over when they're done. Or you can
All
even
right.
take some of it and put some spice on it. And you will have something that we call ají. Okay, so I have everything ready. So I'm gonna move over the pan to saute this.
All right. I'm going to try to make these mushy ones. So we just put all the onions and everything in the oil.
So I'm going to put the. Wait a minute, I have to.
Perfecto.
Yeah, so first I'm going to put the onion in the hot oil with the garlic. Season it with some salt. And some pepper.
Pepper.
And I put a little garlic powder. A little more garlic. And then you want to squeeze some lemon over it. The amount of lemon depends on how much you like lemon over it.
I always manage to drop a seed whenever I do a lemon.
You what?
I always drop a seed in it
Okay.
whenever I do a lemon. Even
And
though I
what
properly
temperature are you
freeze it out.
sauteing? What temperature are you sauteing at? Just a low.
You don't want them too brownish. You want them soft, more cooked than salted. That's why we add the lemon. And we just want the flavor to come out. And so right here, I'm going to start putting the tomatoes.
I didn't put the garlic in. Was I supposed to put the garlic in too?
Yes, yes. Actually, I mixed the garlic with the onion and put it all together. I already started putting the tomato on.
All right.
So how warm of a saute are you doing?
It's medium high.
Okay.
And she poured lemon in it, so it's more like cooking than sauteing.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
see.
because we wanted to make hot sauce, like really taking the juices out. And
Okay.
when you add the tomato, it should start to getting watery. Look. Because the tomato needs to take out the juices. So I'm gonna turn it a little lower temperature in this point. So that the tomato can start taking the juice out.
So you're just trying to cook the tomato down into a sauce.
Exactly. Yeah,
All right.
exactly. So it is starting to get wetter. not dry.
I'm also cooking the wet one.
Actually, you can put a little water on it if you want it more like saucy. And
Mhm.
okay, I'm gonna try it to see if the salt and pepper is like on the right spot and the lemon. Mine, it's a little bit more salt. And a little more pepper. I haven't had any water and it's already very wet. So if it's not, and yours is like evaporating too much, maybe you have to turn down a little the heat.
Mhm.
Need to like move it from upside down so the tomato that is in the upper part will cook.
And then
If you want it really wetty, then you can add a little water and put a lid on so the whole thing leaves the water out. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna add
I
a
guess it
little
matters
water
how wet your tomatoes
because we
are.
want. Yeah, exactly. But we really want it like very wetty. So I add a little water. And I'm going to put a lid on it, but this is not it.
I'm gonna squeeze this lemon a little better so I don't waste it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some more lemon too. Because we like it very kind of contrasting the flavor. So you can
I
see
learned
how,
this from somebody that if you get
how
a spoon
wet.
and do the lemon,
Yeah. Or also fork is very good for. Okay, so you see how wet mine is?
yep.
Yeah.
Do I need more tomato? It almost looks like I need more tomato.
You probably need some more water because the tomatoes
Probably.
just don't have enough juice.
Yes, add a little water, like this much.
All
Like an
right.
inch, a cup. Yeah,
Squeeze more lemon.
yeah, and just let it boil a little. When it's already boiling up here.
Yeah, and Natalia put a lid on it, which means that it won't boil off the water. It'll soak
Yes.
into the
Exactly. The
put a
water
lid
will.
on and it'll make it moisture.
Exactly. Thank you for it. Yeah, look. It's boiling up
And reduce the heat a little
the
bit.
heat. Yeah.
I'm cooking the brown
Oh, The brown
Plantain.
ones. Oh, yeah. Okay, great.
But
Those don't need
But they are
much oil, you know? You can make them with very, very like thin layer of oil because they are
Yeah.
so
so
soft.
soft, yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing I told you is that you can take like a big piece of it and put it over the pan and start to turn it around. And once it's already like brownish on the outside and like soft in the inside, you can take a spoon and smash it a little and just give it 2 minutes more of cooking and that's it. They're gonna be like sweetie and you can put some salt on it and they are delicious. And if you like cheese, you can put cheese over it. Well, we put cheese over anything. Okay, so this is it. And once you have it like this, then the next step is taking one of your patacones and put the salt over it and enjoy it. So I'm gonna give mine to my exchange student to try it on.
Hello.
Hello,
You're a system.
Yeah,
exchange students. Where are they from?
France. France.
and here's water.
Rico. Mm. ¿Por qué no hacemos
All
eso?
right.
Ah, porque toma tiempo.
Es solo como escucharlo y...
No viniste a la explicación. You didn't come to the class.
Bien. Pero, pues eso, si
Ah,
Los compraron.
Yeah.
He's asking me if you could find the plantains in the supermarket.
In a couple, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Quick
pretty,
question,
But
it's more
Yes,
can I
common these
see-
days.
can I see your sauce again? What it ended up looking
Sure.
like?
Sure. Here it is.
I can't see it. All I see is ore.
Well, she's got it in front of her
Okay.
thing. You're just, I don't know. Are you in gallery view? What
Very
view are you in?
watery.
yeah. You should ask your exchange student if they want to cook on the cooking show something from their country.
He's asking you
In
if
the
you want to
future.
cook a French dish.
One day. Yeah, we
One
could-
day.
we could
Ah,
do it.
yeah. You could share a French dish. Yeah, that would be nice.
So the way you're eating it is with the sauce on top of the, what do they call it?
Yes, of the patacon. So you take it, you put
Patacon.
over it, and that's it. Usually.
It's ready
how
to
we do
serve.
it- Okay, so I'll show you how we serve it usually.
Can I?
What does that mean?
Yes, it's a little bit.
So the way we serve it, usually for when we have people coming over, es en las de abajo, amor, hay un vidrio, como una compotera. So what we do is we take some little round dish, we put the sauce in it.
Just kind of help yourself.
Yes, exactly. And we put the patacones around and a little spoon, so everyone can serve themselves.
So when you serve it, everything's hot, the sauce, the how do you pronounce that again?
Patacones.
Patacones, they're hot as well, or should be.
Yeah, it can be warm because the sauce is very hot. And we pass it like this to the
Nice
table.
presentation.
Send me a picture of your beautiful plate.
Sure.
And if you have some tops of your green onions, you could put it on top.
Yes, that's a great idea.
didn't-
Also, we could put some.
Fred, I didn't save any. I was planning to. I don't know what I did with it.
We can put some parsley over it too.
Or parsley or something for a
Yes.
little
Or
decoration.
cilantro. Yep.
So, all right. Thank you so much for sharing this. Does
You're
anybody
so
have
welcome.
any last
Have anyone
questions?
tried it yet?
Just like, oh, I have been eating the whole time. That's why I'm not talking.
Sounds delicious.
Just like, but.
Lulu, how are yours? Suzanne?
My daughter's here. She's getting ready to try it. Yeah.
Okay.
you take
And
one
if you were in
and
Mexico or
put
Texas,
that
you'd
on
put a
top.
little sriracha probably on.
Now that may not be
Yes.
quite
Yeah, you
obvious
can
anyway.
make this
That
on a
one's
spicy
better.
sauce.
Yeah. No, I'm not even salt. So the sauce is hot with the patacones.
Oh, you said it
we're gonna
right.
try it.
She said patacones.
Patacones.
Goodness. Exactly. So did your daughter like it?
She's
Well,
not
she wants
talking,
to-
so that's
I'm gonna
what do you
put
call it?
my
When
earbuds
someone
in.
is not talking, that means they really like the food.
That's right.
Yes.
So, but,
Well, and
All
I
right.
did not have any plantains, but I did have a banana. So what I did is I just sliced the banana and I fried up some butter and sugar and put it in slices and made a dessert. So I ate that.
as
Well, but
usual.
Here too. We have, I just
Yep.
remembered that we have another kind of plantain that
Mhm.
is a little tiny one, very like thick. And we make a soup. We only use it to make a soup. A soup that goes with some potatoes and meat and some peas on it.
When you make that thing with bananas and sweet, you can do what we call a poor man's crepe. You could take a flour tortilla and put it on top of it rather than making a crepe. A lot easier.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah.
That's what I made.
Okay.
Good deal.
So the bananas with caramelized
Yeah.
sugar.
Yeah, you can put some cinnamon on it.
Mhm.
We cook the bananas,
Mhm.
the ones that are kind of ripe like this.
Yep,
fruit.
yep.
We
Yep,
put them
that's what I
in
did.
milk with sugar, complete, not cut. We put them cover with milk, cinnamon, and sugar, a little sugar,
Mhm.
and make a dessert.
Ooh, nice. That sounds good.
My grandmother
All right.
grew
Any
up in
final words?
I was just going to say my grandmother grew up poor in the South and they were sharecroppers. And when I was a kid, she would make the dessert she would make us would be cornbread in milk with a little bit of molasses. That was the dessert that kids had when they were poor living on the farm.
Wow.
It's just
Ooh.
leftovers mixed with stuff to elevate it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Natalia, you have the chance to say final word, and then I will stay afterwards and eat and talk with us. But
Okay, well, it was a very nice experience cooking with you and chatting.
You were nervous in the
Bring some
beginning.
of
What did you
my
think? Like,
culture.
it's like a fun way of cooking.
Yes.
Thank you
it's
for
very-
inviting us into your kitchen and sharing with us your culture.
Good job, Natalia.
Thank you. Here
Thank
is
you.
my mom who taught me to do this dish.
Muchísimas
Mom.
gracias.
Como digo que es como más sabroso.
I'll enjoy your plate.
Enjoy,
Your plate.
enjoy your place.
Buen provecho.
Happy day.
Buen provecho. Ajá.
Buen provecho.